Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So for this week's episode, I'm going to talk about having a little bit of compassion for yourself and how it goes a long way. So I'm just gonna jump right in. So last night I got a little too tipsy, and when I say tipsy, I mean I got really drunk. And it's something that I struggle with. Alcohol and I have a weird history. I don't have a problem necessarily with drinking. It's just like my body doesn't like alcohol. It just doesn't. So I can go from 0 to 60 like that. It's kind of wild. So anyway, I get drunk. I come home. I'm acting a fool. I think I damaged my bathroom wall. It wasn't in my proudest moment. And then 3 a.m. rolls around and I like wake up and I'm like, oh no, what did I do? And then 6 a.m. rolls around and I'm like, I hate myself. Cool. Anxiety, racing thoughts, self-deprecation. How could I? How could I? And then I just start beating myself up. And I've created this incredible anxiety bubble that I've just like decided to live in this morning. And then I snapped out of it shortly around 9 a.m. So from like 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. I was hating on myself hard. That is far too long. But I'm saying that because when I snapped out of it at 9 a.m., I realized, yes, I made a mistake. I don't always make these mistakes. I'm not a habitual offender. But recognizing that the error existed, I've got to move on from it. So onward and upward. How can I address the problem respectfully? How can I respect myself in the process? How can I create a new boundary to avoid these mistakes? And then drop it. That's it. Drop it. Because what does it do for me beating myself up? I had no sleep. I had a wacky attitude, right? My appetite was completely thrown. You know how it is when you're like hungover and it's just like the worst. So, and then it's like I have to go to work. I have to be a responsible adult. And like I'm sitting at my desk like looking at like an envelope opener, like, should I stab myself? I don't know. So yeah, it doesn't have any constructive anything behind it when I'm beating myself up, when I'm telling myself how stupid I am and this and that and the other. So it's important that we realize also that we are bound to make mistakes. Why I'm talking about the hangover is just because I'm a work in progress. We are all works in progress. And if I do this, like if I get negative about just a hangover or whatever, I'm also someone who gets negative if I stray off my path of growth. So like to me, this was kind of interlaced. Like I strayed off my path. Oh, great. So I should just like chuck it all in, you know, like throw the towel, screw it. I screwed up. But then I started thinking like, if I were to have handwritten a letter, let's say in pencil, I wouldn't have ripped up the paper and started it again. If I made a mistake, I would have just gone in and edited it and corrected it. And that's what you have to do in life. You have to just go in and edit your mistakes, correct them, and then just move on. And being so strict doesn't allow that flexibility in your life. And if you were to apply for a job, they would ask you to be flexible. For the most part, companies are looking for someone who's flexible, and you would agree that you're flexible. So you have to be flexible with yourself in life too, because there is no like one size fits all answer. And there is no, this is right is right and wrong is wrong. Really, there just is, and you're exploring life and you're growing and you're learning as you go. And we're all stumbling through this world like babies who have just learned to walk. And if we're so hard on ourselves, we're not going to feel motivated to correct the problem. So that's why you shouldn't beat yourself up. And that is why you should just look at it at face value. I screwed up. I wasn't the best version of myself, but that's okay. I can continue to work on becoming the best version of myself. I don't have to scrap it. So it's just important to not cave, and it's important to not go balls to the wall when you screw up just because it's one mistake, it's 2 mistakes, it's 3 mistakes. It doesn't matter. Just working from the error, correcting it, moving on. We don't have to talk about it again. We don't have to write about it. We don't have to remind ourselves of our errors all the time, you know? So I think it's just we're in a world where there's a lot of perfectionism that we have to live up to, you know, the internet and all this and that and the other, and like boss girl and all this stuff. Bleh. So just work on becoming better each day. Take small strides. If you're put in a position where you have to take a step back, take that step back. Everybody needs a vacation, and everybody's allowed to screw up. You are not AI, you're a human being. You are not without fault. You are not perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. We are all in this together. So this is a much shorter video today because I have a wicked hangover, but I just wanted to show up hungover because I show up even when it's hard. And I just want to say that like I am totally imperfect, and I don't like my behavior. I don't like that I did what I did, but what am I going to do about it? Because it's done. It's in the past. The past no longer exists. The future is anxiety. All I have is the present, right? Does that make sense? I mean, no, the future's not anxiety, but people typically think like futuristic thoughts usually brings anxiety. What if, right? So yeah, love yourselves. Honor this journey that you're on. You are a work in progress, baby. And that's it. And that's okay. Take a chill pill, not literally, but like chill out. And if you need any help, anything, like I said before, the internet is saturated with so many different options to look into for any kind of additional support. I'm also here for you. I also want to give a little quick shout out to one of my followers. Hi, Bernadette. I saw your message and it made my heart smile. And I'm just so appreciative to all of my new followers. And if you ever want to comment, like, subscribe, whatever, share my contact to someone who you feel could benefit from it. I'm here for you guys. Until next week, I'll see you then. Happy Halloweeny.